And it looks like we are live. Good evening, everyone. We are Dan and Faith coming to you from Charlestown, New Hampshire. Soggy Charlestown, New Hampshire today. And this week we are joined in our midweek song swap by Josh Hall from Brownsville, Vermont, which I had only ever heard of Brownsville, Texas until we met Josh, but there is a Brownsville, Vermont, a lovely little town, right at the foot of Mount Ascutney. Welcome, Josh. It's great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
We got some nice views of Brownsville from, we hiked up the new trail that the Ascutney Outdoors folks marked off that crisscrosses the ski slopes going up the mountain. It's really steep.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful
The
views.
views
all
are
the way
amazing.
up.
So.
And,
Nice.
and having just gotten back from a bunch of other hikes, I think that hike might not be so bad this time.
Yeah, we were a little out of shape doing that one.
Just a tad. But anyway,
Well, you're
we're
ahead of me because I haven't done that hike yet. So
well,
It just sort of goes up the ski slopes.
and I don't think they were the bunny slopes.
no.
So,
I don't think so, but
anyway, so our deal this evening is we will just swap songs back and forth with us and with Josh. And the songs will tell us where we're going for the evening. So we will start out. And since we're coming up on Election Day, we actually went down to the town hall, or the town clerk's office yesterday.
and voted.
And voted. So that's done.
Yeah.
And I hope that you guys out there are voting or have voted or are planning on being there on Tuesday. So.
Yeah. We lost a national hero a few weeks back, actually over the summer. John Lewis was the conscience of the Congress. Marched with Martin Luther King, got beaten up a lot.
Yeah, the march, the Pettus Bridge.
Yeah.
He almost died.
Yep.
So.
But a full page was printed in the New York Times on the day of his funeral, an essay that he wrote. I used some of his words for this. Wait for the bass. Maybe a little much.
Too much. I turned the volume up when we were
Yeah.
at which one's volume?
Will be just a moment.
Yeah.
Try that.
That's better.
That's a little better.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Now, yes.
Walk with the wind, John Lewis said. Walk where others fear to tread. Change is coming, day by day. Find good trouble, walk with the wind. Follow your heart, stand up for your beliefs. Fear is a prison till you start to speak. It's time for us to march and have our say, with love in our hearts, leading the way. Walk with the wind, John Lewis said. Walk where others fear to tread. Change is coming, day by day. Find good trouble, walk with the wind. Hate has no place, no matter the price. Stand and be counted, though there be sacrifice. In the darkest hours of the longest night, raise your voice, march to the light. Walk with the wind, John Lewis said. Walk where others fear to tread. Change is coming, day by day. Find good trouble, walk with the wind. Now he's marching with Martin and Gandhi too, with all of the heroes who showed us the truth. They all got in trouble, good trouble I'm sure. The train of change is coming, climb aboard. It In the city and the country, young and old are rising, black and white and brown joining hands. Raising our voices, we start to sing. Bells chime, freedom rings. Walk with the wind, John Lewis said. Walk where others fear to tread. Change is coming, day by day. Find good trouble, walk with the wind. Walk with the wind, John Lewis said. Walk where others fear to tread. Change is coming, day by day. Find good trouble, walk with the wind. Find good trouble, walk with the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In honor of a great man,
yeah,
and who will be sorely missed.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Jeez. Well, we voted a couple weeks ago, and it was my daughter turned 18 this year, and so she got to vote for the first time in the primary,
Yep.
and then again, and now, and her exclamation after voting was, "Is that it? There are no
There's all this
fireworks,
buildup.
there's no fanfare, there's no," and
The good news
Yeah.
is, that's it. That's
said,
really all it takes. It's very
Oh.
simple. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of adult things are like that, you know. You, it's like, oh, that's it, okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, wow, all right. So I guess I'm next, right? Is that how
You
this
are.
works?
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
One to
all
one.
right. So I'm going to start with a tune that's kind of a proposal of sorts. And the funny thing about it is that I think most of the things that I'm singing about in this song have absolutely come true within the last 6 months or so, even though I wrote it more than a year ago. So this is called Simple Life, and it goes like this. It's not the stuff of movies, won't see it on TV. No statues of our image, we're no celebrities. But we keep the house warm, fix it when it breaks. Build this life together, blood, sweat and elbow grease. Planting the flowers in a little garden patch. Choose colors for the clapboards and make the trim match. This is my offer. No talents I can claim, but land and riches I acquire, all debts in my name. I don't have the answers to all the world's strife, but if you will join me, we'll make a simple life. If you will join me, we'll make a simple life. We'll arrange the furniture and decide where to put the bed. Stare at it for a little while and then move it all again. Starving at the end of the day and sitting down to dinner. Work myself to the bone, but I'm not getting any thinner. And when did these bouncing babies turn into moody teens who laugh and cry together and eat plenty of greens? This is my offer. No talents I can claim, the land and riches I acquire, all debts in my name. And I don't have the answers to all the world's strife, but if you will join me, we'll make a simple life. If you will join me, we'll make a simple life. Oh, 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 make a simple life. Oh, 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 make a simple life. It's not the stuff of movies, won't see it on TV. No statues of our image, we're no celebrities. But we keep the house warm, fix it when it breaks. Build this life together, blood, sweat, and elbow grease. We'll grow old together and I'll stay by your side, watching the river and enjoying the simple life. This is my offer. No talents I can claim, the land and riches I acquire, all debts in my name. And I don't have the answers to all the world's strife, but if you will join me, we'll make a simple life. If you will join me, we'll make a simple life. If you will join me, we'll make a simple life.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And yeah, a lot of that sounded really familiar.
Yeah.
We've been up to a lot of this here.
Yeah,
Of course, we were singing harmonies, but
yeah.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things that we miss about being able to play in person with people is singing harmony. We had an opportunity to play at the State House, not last weekend, but the weekend before, and
with people really far away.
yeah, and it's socially distanced and all that.
They had
but
little condoms for the
for the microphones.
microphones.
It was cute.
Oh,
single-use peel-off things.
Yeah, and but it was a whole bunch of songwriters and musicians from around New Hampshire came in and did a whole bunch of progressive songs for an entire afternoon, and it was so nice to be able to sing harmony with people.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
can
was
imagine.
awesome.
It sounds
But-
wonderful.
We won't get to do much of that for a while.
No. So as I was having an argument with somebody on Facebook today, it's a little cold out to do things outdoors now.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have an idea of something to follow that with, so we'll give this a try. Something we haven't played all that much lately. Ready?
Yep.
Each of us is damaged. Each of us is flawed. We do our best, try to be exactly who we are. Acceptance is believing in where we are today. Love is the answer. Love is the song. Love is the answer, no matter the question. Open your heart to the universal song. Love is the answer to any question. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Welcoming newborn twins on their first day. Pleasure and pain will come along the way. The future is theirs. Give them time to play. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Love is the answer, no matter the question. Open your heart to the universal song. Love is the answer to any question. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Young lovers out for a stroll on a starry night. A gentle hug or smile, a laugh of delight. Working together, their dreams take flight. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Love is the answer, no matter the question. Open your heart to the universal song. Love is the answer to any question. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Holding a hand as aging eyes grow dim, a A gentle smile when the world just seems so grim. A good life is ending, another soon begins. Love is the answer, love is the song. Love is the answer, no matter the question. Open your heart to the universal song. Love is the answer to any question. Love is the answer. Love is the song. Love is the answer, no matter the question. Open your heart to the universal song. Love is the answer to any question. Love is the answer. Love is the song. Love is the answer. Love is the song.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's true.
Yeah. What a wonderful tune.
And just for those who are wondering what the heck I was playing.
Oh, yeah.
it's my, since it doesn't show up in the camera when I play that way, this is my mountain dulcimer, or one of two mountain dulcimers I have.
This one came from Kentucky last year.
Yep.
Well, about this time last year, we were down there, and
Yep.
this one came home with
And
us.
this fine instrument followed me home.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but so, what are you thinking?
Oh, for me, yeah. So I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play a love song of sorts. It's actually very much a love song. So I started. A lot of times I'll write songs. I'll start writing at the piano at the school where I work, and I had started this one the Wednesday before everything shut down, and back in March. And didn't touch it for a couple of weeks as we sort of retooled our lives, and then I absolutely needed to sit and play and write, and I opened up my journal, and this is the first couple of lines were in there, and the rest of the song just kind of came out, and it's called Catching My Breath, and it goes like this. The sun rises over the field. The clouds make shapes and we point them out, and I laugh, you laugh, we're alive. The moon is full and the city's singing. We're watching cars go by. I smile, you smile, we're alive. When life is hard, I remember this, the simple thing we've got. My hand holding yours and our fingers interlocked. And there's no way I'll ever forget the first butterflies from your touch, still catching my breath. Still catching my breath. The waves break upon the shore, searching for stones to take home, and I look, you look, we're alive. Upon the earth we plant our feet, feeling the roots go down. I know, you know, we're alive. When life is hard, I remember remember this, the simple thing we've got. My hand holding yours and our fingers interlocked. And there's no way I'll ever forget the first butterflies from your touch, still catching my breath. Still catching my breath. From the pitter-patter of little feet to the stillness of the empty nest, I'm yours, you're mine, we're alive. When life is hard, I remember this, the simple thing we've got. My hand holding yours and our fingers interlocked. There's no way I'll ever forget the first butterflies from your touch, still catching my breath. Still catching my breath.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I love that one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That one's a definite keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're thinking there's a particular love song that we will follow this with that fits actually very well in how we met Josh and his family. His younger daughter, a couple of years back, decided that she was going to bake up a whole bunch of vegan baked goods and take them to the Heartland Farmers Market and sell them, which it happened to be the day that we were playing music at the Heartland Farmers Market, and we discovered that there were vegan baked goods there, and we were thrilled because we only knew of one other, I guess two other vegan couples in the entire valley, and these weren't them. So we bought a whole bunch of stuff, and it was really, really good, and we got to chatting, and this song is one of the ones that we played as part of our set that day, and so we got to talking with Angie, Josh's wife, and who mentioned, Josh was not there that day, she mentioned that he was a musician as well, and he actually had a song that involved vegan food. And so we all decided that, maybe we should get together and share food, and that was a couple of years ago, and it's been a great friendship, and with an awful lot of really good food on both sides. So, but this song is part of what helped bring us together, so we figured that, and it is a love song, and I've got one other comment about it when we're done that I don't want to give anything away until then. So,
All right, cool.
this one's called Vegan Comfort Food. Get
Ready?
those fingers moving.
Yeah. Rock Hill salad, steamed collards too. That's what we vegans call comfort food. Black beans served, top brown rice. Jalapeno peppers make it taste so nice. For us, it's nature's very best.
And chocolate.
Fresh baked bread from whole grains. Salad greens still damp from the rain. Mushrooms broiled from the grill. Fresh basil from the windowsill. For us, it's nature's very best.
And chocolate.
You can have your sugar-laden treats if that's what you really want to eat. There's always something fresh and new in the land of vegan comfort food. Carrots and parsnips all in a stew. Add in turnips, sweet potatoes too. So served with a salad and asparagus. Nobody starves when they eat with us. For us, it's nature's very best. And chocolate, you can have your sugar-laden treats if that's what you really want to eat. There's always something fresh and new in the land of vegan comfort food. Eating local from the farm, it's healthier and it does less harm. It's rich food with lots of zest. For us, it's nature's very best, like fresh fruit smoothies,
Corn on the cob,
fresh picked tomatoes, and rich, dark chocolate.
And yes, that is a love song because he wrote it for me. and part of the reason I wanted to do it tonight is because vegan food is what brought us together with Josh and his family, but also because today, October 28th, is National Chocolate Day.
Very cool.
Important. So,
It's one of my favorite holidays.
not that we have a lot of chocolate in the house at the moment. But
No.
we probably have some chocolate
There
chips.
might be some chocolate chips lurking down there, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
it is fun.
Awesome.
All right. So what do you
All
follow
right.
chocolate with?
Oh gosh, yeah, I know, right? Exactly. What do you follow, chocolate? I'm not sure. I was gonna go in a whole other direction because we're getting towards
free.
Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Go that way.
lot of chocolate in that, I suppose. So this
Yeah.
is a whatever that is when you have a tangential way of segueing.
It's a
This
thin
is,
thread, but it's a thread. It's perfect.
Yes, and so this song is I call it Full Circle, and it is a tune that I dedicate to all of my witchy friends. So here it goes. With the four direction, she sets her intentions. A focused mind lights the candle's flame. In an unbroken circle, a single threaded line, spanning the eons, connected in time. Those before her made mother and crone. Those who will follow, she doesn't walk alone. Voices of wisdom, rustling of leaves, fresh stems and flowers, roots and seeds, gather with love under the light of the moon as dawn breaks the heat of noon. Prepared with purpose, prepared with care, prepared with the earth, fire, water, and air, combined with ether, fixed with belief, they will be done. So mote it be. And as the river flows, as the fire burns, as the wind blows, and as the earth turns, and as my spirit guides, intent with belief, they will be done. So mote it be. With the four direction, she sets her intentions. A focused mind lights the candle's flame.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. and yeah, as a water type myself, I like the four elements. And,
Yeah. See, where I was thinking something else for the Four Directions, the New Mexico flag has a symbol on it that is from the Zia people who settled the area long before the Spaniards came and killed them all.
yeah.
Yep.
But the Four Directions symbol is from those ancient people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking of that.
Yeah. And that's all, part and parcel is,
It is.
the ancient spirits.
It is.
And
Exactly.
and a lot of the, the native peoples really were in touch with that. Which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Yep. The Western folks kind of were less in touch.
Poo-pooed it all.
Well,
And now we're all rediscovering it all. so.
that there's meaning behind it, yes.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Halloween is definitely upon us. And by the way, Halloween is happy birthday to our great nephew, who is, I think he might already be in double digits, but
I think
he's
so.
getting further into double digits.
Wow.
So yeah, and I know his dad is watching. So
All right,
So-
so a little bit of spooky. If I can keep from getting strangled by the headphones cord. That's it. I can figure out how it starts.
it's in 3/4.
Yeah, I know. There's a woman who lives in a dream by a stream where the mountain slopes meet in the hollow between. She sits by the window when the wind blows. They call her Juniper Rose. Tending her gardens from morning till night, and dances beneath the twinkling starlight. How long she's been there, nobody knows. They call her Juniper Rose. Her voice is the wind that blows through the hollow, the owl and finch, gentle tree swallow, the babbling brook when the rains fall. Listen, you may hear her call. When the snow falls deep in the hollow, hunters have said there are tracks you can follow. Any who do will be ever lost, searching for Juniper Rose. Her voice is the wind that blows through the hollow, the owl and finch, gentle tree swallow, the babbling brook when the rains fall. Listen, you might hear her call. It's said that she lived here on this land, and that she died young of a false lover's hand, haunting this place forevermore, the ghost of Juniper Rose. Her voice is the wind that blows through the hollow, the owl and finch, the gentle tree swallow, the babbling brook when the rains fall. Listen, you might hear her call. Listen.
Awesome.
It was from a prompt of Juniper Rose, and which I was trying to figure out what to do with that prompt. So the Juniper Rose is actually what gin is made out of. And I didn't go there. And I was like, oh, it's an interesting name for a woman.
Yeah.
And then it went dark.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful song, and it actually is really great that you played it, because I am going to play a song that is also, I think there's definitely about a woman who I think has been done very wrong, and so it works, like segue wise. I wasn't sure if this was going to work at all tonight, but I'm gonna go there.
Cool.
So classic myth, the story of Medusa, a story that certainly when I was first exposed to it, it was probably that really amazing Clash of the Titans movie made in the in the 80s or whatever,
Yeah.
where they had and Medusa's always portrayed as this like really evil kind of being, and but her story is really tragic, and being a virgin and then raped by Poseidon and then cursed by Athena, it's like it wasn't her fault. Why are you punishing her like this? And so I wrote a tune about that called "Turn to Stone," and this is a song for Medusa. This is the story of disembodied knowledge of our severed connection to the earth and the subjugation of women as told through classic myth. She was a virgin, taken against her will, violated and defiled at the temple on the hill. A god among men, he committed rape. She was punished for his crime and could not escape. She was free of sin, flawless and fair, and it was the color of her skin and the curl of her hair. Goddess was jealous, pleased met with scorn. Her final judgment is banished and transformed. Turn men to stone, turn men to stone, turn men to stone. Couldn't leave her alone. Living alone and outcast, she's feared and reviled. No man who ever enters ever leaves her statue, garden imprisoned, disfigured, only crime being female. He walks free. Well, I've heard this goddamn tale. And the story goes, he's rich and debonair, and it was the cut of her clothes and her shapely derriere. Society's conditioned to think she's a whore. Final judgment is banish and transform. Turn men to stone, turn men to stone, turn men to stone. Didn't leave her alone. Alright, I'm gonna break it down for you here. She didn't bring it upon herself. That's a lame excuse to blame someone else for man's lack of self-control, because he's never held accountable. And the story's thousands of years old. You think we learned somehow that the evil that men do needs to stop? And she's cast as the villain, and we're taught to hate her, covered in snakes. He beheads her. She is free of sin, flawless and fair, and it was the color of her skin and the curl of her hair. Goddess was jealous, pleased met with scorn. Her final judgment is banished and transformed. Turn men to stone, turn men to stone, turn men to stone. Couldn't leave her alone.
That's great.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a powerful one.
Thanks.
And we have a great idea for what to follow that with.
Can't
We
remember
just
the name
can't
of the
remember the title.
Yay.
And, yeah. Shoot.
Look through a few more, and then we'll just pick something else. But,
Yeah. Yeah. Talk about something.
yeah. So,
Talk about something.
I remember the movie that you referenced. Where, it's like pulls her head out and
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Freezes the Kraken.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is truly horrible, and yeah. So we've been looking a lot at sort of pre-Greek myth, pre-Christian myth, that kind of thing, and when that story just sort of arrived, and I was like, yeah, no, I got to write something about this because it's
Yeah.
Hey, we found the song.
We found it. And I have seen recently somebody made, I think it was a statue or a painting of Medusa holding, who's the god that raped her?
Poseidon.
Poseidon. Holding Poseidon's head.
Yeah.
And just from someone who had similar thought to you that she was, she didn't deserve what she got, and
Yeah.
that it really ought to have been turned around,
Yeah.
which is also a very powerful statue or painting. I can't remember which.
Piece of art. Whatever.
Definitely, yeah, a piece of really amazing artwork. So yeah, this song that we were thinking of that I think follows that pretty well was my answer to a song prompt of a war veteran coming home, and it was.
I wrote a really dark song.
Oh yeah, and
I haven't played out much at all.
Yeah,
but
and this one, I realized after, we were supposed to have a month to write it, and I was 3 weeks in, and got the flu, and was really grateful to have gotten the flu, because it meant that we ended up canceling postponing for another month, which gave me another month to write it, and I'm still 3 days before I'm supposed to be performing the thing, and I have a verse and a chorus, and I'm hating it all. And so I'm at midnight, I'm folding laundry trying to figure out why I can't write this song, and the phrase popped into my mind that became the basis of this song that it became, because it was obvious to me why I didn't want to write this song. And it's Amy from the Farm Cafe down in Keene. This is her absolute favorite song of ours, and every time we're there and playing and she's in, she'll come running out of the kitchen.
usually with her phone set up so she can video
record it. And there was one week where she wasn't there, and we had it in the set list, and so we called her husband Skip out of the kitchen, and Skip actually videoed it for her and sent her the video so that she didn't miss out. So
Yeah.
Amy, this is for you.
Perfect.
All right. Haven't played this in quite a while.
I know.
This will be fun.
I was asked to write a song about war and its aftermath. Nothing was working. Everything I tried to write hit a wall, came out wrong. That's when I realized I want to sing about love. I want to sing about peace. I want to sing about sunshine and roses,
Puppies and rainbows, happy, healthy children playing silly games.
I want to sing about peace. I want to sing about love. I tried dark humor, allegory, different points of view, from a spouse or a child's eyes. I couldn't bring myself to write it, though not for lack of trying. I just can't write this song. I need
youth and rainbows, happy, healthy children, playing silly games.
I want a world full of peace. I want a world full of love. I want a world full of peace. I want a world full of love. Yeah. And that's why I couldn't write the song that I was trying to write.
Yeah, but what a great solution, though.
Oh, I thought so.
What a great solution to that corner that prompt tried to put you in, and yeah, that's awesome.
You know, sometimes, you know, the prompts go in interesting directions. We had, what was the one for, building number 7.
Oh, yeah.
So the prompt was put in. Building number 7 was World Trade Center. Building number 7 is a conspiracy theory that it was purposely torn down or blown up.
Purposely blown up by.
And so the person who put in the prompt is a big conspiracy theory guy.
Theorist.
So the night before we're supposed to perform, I've got building number 7, and the only thing I'd come up with to rhyme with it was Little Slice of Heaven. I threw away the building number 7, and I wrote the song Little Slice of Heaven,
which is a very positive, happy song.
which we haven't played in years. But and I was sitting on the back porch of the old house, and there was a whippoorwill singing like crazy late at night, and that made it in the song.
Yeah.
But sometimes,
Yep.
yeah.
The songs
that's
go
awesome.
where they will.
Yeah. So I was thinking while you were playing that, I was thinking about the situation that you wrote it under, and that you had a month to write the song. You were fortunate enough, I suppose, to cancel because of illness. You had more time to write, and then I was listening to your lyrics, and you have rainbows and puppies and all that kind of stuff, and it reminded me of a situation that I put myself in it was back in 2015. I forced myself to write, record, and release a new song every month. That had to happen, and unfortunately or fortunately, from my perspective, I made it so that there were no genre rules, and that I could write whatever I wanted, and that if it was electronic dance music, it could be. If it was a heavy metal song or a punk song, it could be. If it was some weird happy pop song, it could be. And I just did whatever I wanted to do. And out of that experience came a handful of songs, but one in particular that has sort of this weird life on the internet, and that people seem to discover, even though it's not under my name. And it's called Rainbow Butterfly Unicorn Kitty.
Yes.
And it's a happy song.
Yep.
But it's got a pointy edge to it. And so it goes like this. Sometimes when I am feeling down, sometimes when I don't want to pick my head up from the pillow, I could wait for the sun to shine, but I don't, no I don't. Sometimes when things don't go right, and plans fall apart like all those little toys from China, I could get myself some coconut ice cream, but I don't, no I don't. I check my newsfeed and share with me, yeah, the rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty. Nothing could be wrong cause it looks so pretty. Rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty. I just look at you, just look at you. Stop. Wait a minute. When the bank account's real low and saving up's a dream only Tony Robbins can sell, I may feel like a wage slave, but I don't, no I don't. I don't go occupied, I am so distracted by the rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty. Nothing could be wrong cause it looks so pretty. Rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty. I just look at you, just look at the rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty. Hit the like button cause it's so nifty. Rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty. I just look at you. Monsanto. And they'll tell you the rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty, genetically modified in their laboratory. Rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty, problem solved, it's so nifty. Rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty, hit the like button and it's so pretty. Rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty, I just look at you, just look at you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty, I just look at you, just look at you.
Love that.
I remember the first time you played that for us, I almost fell off the couch. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fun.
And yet it's very different from your normal songwriting. But that's part of the fun.
It is.
Yeah.
That, if I learned anything about that experience, it's that, and I still do it. I still put on the alter ego and will write things, because I guess because there are things to write, right? And
Yep.
and it allows me to. I don't want to use the word purge, but it's kind of like that. It's like you go through these things and you. But that one, I don't know. It's just funny because it's just one of those tunes that it's like I suppose it could have been written by me. I mean, it was. Right? But
Yeah. And you're right, it does have a sharp edge. I mean, very definitely.
yeah, there's a little pointed edge in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Well, so we had to think about what to follow that with. And Faith is sitting there looking at me. She's like, what do we follow that with? And I pointed to something. She said, yep.
Yep.
So
Awesome.
here we go.
Yeah. Another one of those sorts of things that you're never quite sure where it came from.
When it's time to say goodbye to an old and faithful friend.
When she's gone as far as she can go and this is the end.
Well, think about the good
And the
times
places that we've seen.
as they haul her off to meet her end, now called recycling. Her once fine threads are frayed and wearing thin.
Her sure footing, well, it's dancing round again.
Incontinence leaving puddles,
Behind her on the floor.
lost her wipers
Hubcaps
and fuel filler door. We get attached to our cars. They say a lot about who we are. But when it's time to say goodbye,
We leave 'em with the used car guy.
or send 'em to the crusher by and by. I miss my old VW bug, all those vacuum lines and spark plugs, heater boxes.
Carburetor.
Fix it yourself and you'll get there.
Well, waiter.
Each new car we get has new gadgets to try.
That much more to distract us when our task should be to drive.
They have a mind of their own,
Computers, some use the phone.
and a voice in the dashboard tells you how to get back home. We get attached to our cars. They say a lot about who we are. But when it's time to say goodbye,
We leave 'em with the used car guy.
or send 'em to the crusher by and by. Send their souls to that scrapyard in the sky.
For a dear departed Volvo.
That's awesome. I've never heard that before.
You haven't
that's
heard-
pretty cool to hear.
Have we
No,
not?
I haven't
Oh my
heard
God.
you guys do that one.
We pulled that one out a lot, so I'm surprised.
Yeah, that was pretty common.
But yeah, and we did. We had an orange 1973 orange
Super
VW
Beetle.
Super Beetle that was orange.
Calico. It was orange primer and rust.
Yeah, I kept working on it.
I learned everything I know about the internal combustion engine working on that car at the auto shop at
That's
college.
cool. Yeah.
Our first date, you drove me in that car.
Yes, that's
So,
true.
yeah.
And yeah, I had just gotten it probably. In fact, a couple months
Yeah,
before,
you-
because
and-
I had just
and-
gotten my license. I got the car first, then I got a license.
Nice.
But and of course now we have a car that not only talks to you, it drives itself, which is very bizarre.
And it doesn't really have an internal combustion engine anymore
It
either.
It
doesn't.
does not, and it's great fun.
And on the highway, it'll actually pull out around a slow car on its own, pass
it,
them,
back
and pull
in.
back in.
And it was great fun. We took it to the forms to the registry to get it registered, and they ask you how many cylinders does it have,
It's
and
town
the answer
clerk, but yeah.
town clerk. The answer is 0.
And she looked at us like, oh yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
electric. That's right. Yeah,
Wow.
But it's a lot of fun to drive.
it is.
And it's very amusing when it's driving. So. Sometimes it even gets it right.
That's
Which is why we keep one hand on the wheel, just in case. Yeah.
But
yeah. That's good. Good choice.
Yeah.
and the funny thing is, they every so often download new software to it, and the most recent one extended the range by about 15 miles.
Nice.
Just with a software update.
Software
They
update.
figured out a way to make the electric motors a little more efficient, and they tweaked the software.
Wow.
Okay.
Whose car gets more efficient and more capable?
Just by sitting in the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not usually.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, I guess I've got another tune here. This is how everything is kind of entwined, and so here we go. The bed I'm in is warm and soft. My body's tangled from sleep. The world can wait a few more minutes. I just need to breathe. I saw a pair of geese flying through the spring morning sky. The air is cold with last night's snow. Roads wet for my drive, with nothing in my mind but the car stereo, horizon and the rising sun. A few more hours and I'll be home, to be with the one I love. The trees on the mountainside, the streams that join the sea, the roots of all things connected, you entwined with me. The geese in the morning sky, the dew that clings to the leaves, the truth of all things connected, you entwined with me. With nothing in my mind but the car stereo, horizon and the rising sun. A few more hours and I'll be home, be with the one I love. The tree on the mountainside, the streams that join the sea, the roots of all things connected, you entwined with me. The geese in the morning sky, the dew that clings to the leaves, the truth of all things connected, you entwined with me. You entwined with me. You entwined with me.
Oh, nice.
Don't think we've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah, thank
beautiful.
you.
It's gorgeous.
Well, we've pretty much used up the hour, but which happens.
Yeah.
And I had talked about we should do some instrumental stuff. So we'll play a short instrumental, and then you can play an instrumental piece to finish off the show.
Awesome.
It's something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we'll do one called Gray Skies.
right. Something instrumental. So, all right. I think I'll play this one. This is a piece I play whenever I'm coming into a room for the first time. I like to tune myself to it, and so this is called a sonosphere, and it goes like this.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Great way to end.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me join you guys this week. It's such a pleasure to play.
Yeah.
I know.
And it's like we love doing this. It's a chance for us to hear friends play. It's
And for us to share our friends with our other friends, and for their friends to hear us, and
Yeah.
and a
It's
chance
all
for a
good.
little bit of a conversation and talk about songs and songwriting.
get to talk to other human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bless you.
The world is getting a little bit lonely in that way,
Strange.
but
Yeah. Definitely.
Yep.
So we just posted a pointer to Josh's website, joshhallmusic.com,
Yep.
on both Facebook and YouTube, and ours, danandfaith.com out there. Definitely recommend that you check out Josh's website. Josh teaches guitar.
if you hadn't
if-
just noticed from the playing, it's
That
rather,
he's-
rather extraordinary.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Medium good, that's good, I like that.
Very, very patient sort of person. So,
Mm.
and beautiful website too. I have to
Yes.
say.
Oh, thank you.
And so, yeah, check him out. Next week we have with us Charlie Mossbrook from Cleveland, Ohio.
And it'll be the day after the election.
Oh.
And I have this feeling that Charlie might have something in mind. So,
Musically.
yes.
So, and
Awesome.
and we actually explicitly requested one song that he thinks he's going to have a couple more verses for by then. So check it out.
So,
So
Awesome.
thank you, Josh. It's been an absolute pleasure playing with you
Yeah.
this evening, and hi to Angie and the girls.
Oh,
And,
absolutely.
tell them we miss them.
hope we can all get together
Yeah.
before too long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in some fashion.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. Anyway,
Awesome.
good night all, and don't forget to vote.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.